Hello and welcome back. It's puzzle time with Sudoku Sleuth, and today we're going to be playing Objects in the Mirror. Now, you could have kind of gone with objects in the mirror are closer than they may appear, a kind of standard thing that sort of just almost immediately triggers if you do a bit of driving. And I did actually imagine such a thumbnail, but instead I went for what you could see instead in here. Now, I have a bit of a phobia about mirrors. I think I've seen far too many horror movies in my kind of teens and 20s where various ghosts and apparitions and demons and stuff jump out of mirrors at you. And you can see Sleuth is seeing something very unpleasant there in the mirror that he's not expecting, and there's a whole bunch of fear on his face. I entirely empathize. Now, today's puzzle, don't shoot me, but in essence, I've chosen this ahead of a fog puzzle. In my defense, it's the higher rated puzzle, 92%. Don't worry, I will still come back to the fog puzzle probably tomorrow, or if I already see that the solve count is a bit too high, maybe later today. Anything else I want to mention before we take a look at today's puzzle? No. Really looking forward to it. It looks like it'll play a bit differently, so that's why I'm kind of keen to feature this one. Let's take a look at today's puzzle and rule sets, Object in the Mirror by Megan 033. And if you haven't guessed from the title, we have like a massive palindrome. Yeah, it is a single palindrome across the entire puzzle. This is going to be interesting. Rules-wise, we've got the following set of rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Place the digits 1 to 9 once each in every row, in every column, and every 3 by 3 box. And then we have black dots. So a black dot between cells indicates cell values with a 2 to 1 ratio. We know that. But we also have a negative constraint. All possible black dots are given. So imagine this cell here is a 2. This would have to be 1 or 4, so that essentially one cell is double the other. With the negative constraint, I can't place 1 or 4 now in here because essentially that will be in a 2 to 1 ratio and there is no black dot. It will break the rule. So that can be essentially anything else, like a 3, 6 or an 8. And that would be fine in terms of items to plug in here. What else do we have? Digits along a grey palindrome line read the same forwards or backwards. This is the mirroring part. If this cell is a 2, the other end would be a 2. If the second cell is a 368, this would have to be 368, etc., etc. Last but not least, we've got digits along each thermometer must increase starting from the bulb end. Got 1, 2, 3 thermometers. Not very useful thermometers. I'm sure it's going to help us with actually unraveling the puzzle. So if this cell is a 4, for example, this cell has to be bigger, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, because it's further away from the bulb end. If that cell is a 4, this would have to be 1, 2, or 3. Other way around. If that's a 4, this would have to be 1, 2, or 3, so that it's smaller than whatever is further away from the bulb end. That's all the rules we have for today, so not many, not particularly complex. As always, if you want to play along, link will be in the description down below for you to do so. With that said, I'm going to restart the clock and see how I get on. There's quite a few things to take into this puzzle. So, right, let's do the palindrome coloring. Given the length of this palindrome, this is a trick that I've actually learned from Megan 033 from one of his comments. If you've got such a long palindrome, you're going to run out of colors, letters, etc. So one option is to actually have them in bands, and I'm going to go for 3-cell bands, just to give ourselves a bit of space. And then if nothing else, it kind of helps you figure out, whether it's the first, second, or third yellow, as opposed to having to do a whole bunch of counting from the beginning every time and potentially get it wrong. Red, we still actually need more colors. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, that's black, and that is the center. Excellent. Right, I'm sure by now box 4 has caught your attention. We have 4 cells along black Kropke dots. And of course, if you remember the black Kropke dots, they are the power of 2s, 1, 2, 4, and 8. They are also the 3s and 6s. If you have cells that are in the same box, row, or column, and there's more than 2 of them, you know it can't be 3, 6. It's got to be from the 1, 2, 4, 8 group. The outsides are going to have to be 1, 8. The insides are going to be the 2, 4, so that, we can figure out the direction later. And this is going to have to be 3, 6. Excellent. That's the third blue in here. which also means that this is going to be, yeah, it's 1/8 because it's not the 2/4. This is the middle black digit, so this cell. This is the, hang on, first green, second green, and we can delete this reference at the top. Lovely. We've got 579s for the rest of this, and the 579s are the middle blue, the last green. Excellent. Where do we go? Oh, so this 2/4, well, it can't be another 2/4 that's connecting it. That's going to be 1/8. I have essentially a 3/6 pair. They can't be in here, otherwise it'll be a black Kropke dot. In fact, it will break this cell if they are. 1/8 in here. Pretty sure that would make these 2/4. Pretty sure that would make this 2/4. Because it's got to be, yeah, it's got, whether it's 8, it'll go 8/4/2, or 1, it'll go 1/2/4. So on the right track. This is 2/4 with the black Kropke dot. These two are actually the same. This 1/8 is this 1/8. This 2/4 is this 2/4. That's a 2/4 pair in the column. That's a 1/8. We can, right, so the negative constraint, you know, when I placed these 2/4s, it was actually quite interesting. So notice in box 1, we've actually got all 6 black Kropke dot cells kind of pointed out to us. We also know that the 2 and 4 are not in column 2, they're in column 1. However, if I don't separate them, I'm going to break the negative constraint. If I put them together, they need a black Kropke dot. There is no black Kropke dot, that will break. So that has to be separated. Now, because we've got all 6, essentially one of them is going to be the 2, one of them is going to be the 4, and one of them is going to be partnered up with an 8, one of them is going to be partnered up with a 1. And it means that the middle digits have to be a 3/6 pair. Plug away in here, 2/4, 3/6, 1/8, lovely. Got 579, so essentially you have a third 579 and a 3/6 somewhere in here. Not sure I know much more beyond that. Let's have a think. This cell is not 2 or 4. It's not this 1/8. Which is, I'm going to say actually the same as this 1/8. Because you can see there's no black Kropke dot between these cells. So these 1/8s are the same. Technically I could put a 1/8 in here, but actually because of the 2/4 pair I can't. So this is 3/6. That was the more obvious way of just spotting it. I don't know why it took me so long. No 2/4s means that this has to be 3/6. That 3/6 means this is 3/6. So this is one of my 3/6s. The other 3/6, if you remember, is in here. This is 579. The other 3/6, it can't be in this cell. Otherwise, it'll be a black Kropke dot, which there isn't. So it's one of these two. Bit early to be playing with negative constraints here. So I'm going to have a look around. What else should I be looking at? In the column, these have to be 579s because they're not 2/4s, 1/8s, or 3/6s. That means these 2 yellows are 579s. Means in here, I've got, I don't actually know. These are 579s. Yes. Not very useful. So in here, I have a 2/4 pair and the 1/8. Now this grey 1/8, this is not 1/8 because this grey 1/8 is the same as this one, which is different from here because they don't have a black Kropke dot. So this cell can't be 1/8 because it sees the 2 different ones. This is definitely 2/4. Now I don't know which one is the 2/4 and which one is the 1/8, however. What I do know is that they are 1/8, 2/4, and then if I look at orange and orange, so this is first and third, not very useful. First and third. So first is first, which sees, yeah, so I don't actually know. I'm gonna just go for it anyway. 1824. 1824 again. It's just helpful to just pencil mark some of these and eliminate which ones can't be 3/6, such as, I mean, this is obviously not 3/6. It will break this cell. So this is once again 1824, and it's the different 1824 from here. Yeah, I'm not helping myself here. This is the middle red digit, which can only be this cell. So this is 1248. And this is the first red cell. So it'd be this cell. No, it's the closest to the black. So that's 18. That's T4. That's 1248. Can this be 1248 as well? No, we've got all four. So this and the 3 6s. So this is 579. Therefore, this is 579. Then I have a fourth 1248 in here. And it's, I don't actually know what it is, but it is the fourth 1248. Then I have a third 579 and a 3 6. This cell is not 1, 2, 4, or 8. It has to be 3 6 because it's on a black Kropki dot. So this is a 3 6 pair. That's 3 6. That's 579. And I think I've pencil marked all the black Kropki dots. Yes, I have. Right. The reason I'm kind of rushing this, pencil marking black Kropki dots, I mean, with a bit of effort, I could probably have determined what these were. And it's easier if I show you what I'm planning to do now. So, like mentally, I was wondering if coloring is actually a good choice. I think it is. It's just I actually now want to redo the colors. Because in essence, what I want to start to do is to distinguish the 1As, to distinguish the 2/4s. And right now, I don't have a consistent colors. And that will probably help me. Then we'll get onto the thermometers, and that will probably give me just like the whole unraveling of this. So, colors be gone. Oh, come on. Oh yeah, of course, because when I do that, it's, never mind. It may have been an easier way of what I'm doing. It's just once you hit, no, not that. Once you hit shift, it actually selects digits, not colors. Right. So, and this is going to be at random purple, blue, yellow, red, green, orange. That has to be blue, that has to be purple, this has to be yellow. Interesting, I haven't noticed that I haven't placed another 1/8 in here. Never mind. Oh, I've done this prematurely, haven't I? Yeah, I really have. That wasn't clever. Because now I don't actually remember which one this is. Yeah, this is correct. This is not red. Come on, sleuth. This is yellow. This has to be red. This is orange. Don't know what this is. It can actually be the same. This can be the same as well. This can be the same. I have no idea. Not a brilliant plan, Mr. Sleuth. Not a brilliant plan at all. So we need to have another 2/4 in here that's going to be joined with a 1/8. So in essence, the 1824 that's in there are the purple blue ones. Therefore, this cell here has to be the red one, which means this is the red one. Come on, you can pick, surely. Red, yellow, yellow. Don't know. This is the other 2/4, which is blue, blue, purple. Purple are none of these. We knew that was already purple, blue, not helpful. This 2/4 is blue, it's not yellow. Therefore, this is purple. Purple is starting to become very restricted, as you can see with Sudoku. So purple, which means this is not 2/4. Blue, which means this is 2/4. Yeah, the mistake that I made by just quickly replacing colors like that is I've lost track which ones I've placed. Not the cleverest. I think so far I've got everything, haven't I? I don't know what these 3 6s are, and I don't know what these are, which is... This is not blue 2-4, therefore this has to be yellow 2-4, blue 2-4, and then purple, and then blue again. Now, yeah, that is the reflection in here. These are the purple yellow, so this has to be the purple. This was the center digit. Oh, this is not on the palindrome. Doesn't matter. This is therefore yellow. And this could either be blue. Actually, it's almost certainly blue because Sudoku says no blues, no blues. That is blue. And therefore this is 2-4. And therefore this is 1-8, and it's the red 1-8. We're getting there. With some regrets, but we're getting there. I think we've got 9 purples. No. We need a purple in here. Just Sudoku. And it's got to be in there. Sadly, that doesn't give me my answer because that can actually be a 9, so that can still be an 8. We need a purple in here, and that does give me my answer. Purple is 8 because I can't have 1 at the end of the thermometer. And I think that is 9 purples, isn't it? Yes. 9 blues? Yes. Yellows, please. That is a yellow. We know yellow is one of these 2 cells. We know yellow is one of these 2 cells. The only one that's eligible is this one. So that's not 1-8. That's not 2-4. That's got to be red. That is not yellow. That's got to be red. That's got to be yellow. Excellent. And yellows, we should have 9 of them fairly soon. Let me just double check. Yes, reds. We have a 1-8 in here, which can only be in there. And therefore this is 5-7-9. And this is red. Lovely. That's not 2-4. And that is all 4 1 2 4 8s done. 3 6s now is going to be a little bit trickier. Little bit trickier. Can I figure this out? So where are the 3 6s in general? So they're all in there. Yeah, not brilliant. Well, first thing, we haven't actually pencil marked all of them. So one thing I'm just going to do now is I know that purple is 8, because again, it can't be 1 on here. So let's just quickly do that. 8. Therefore, blue has to be 4. Yellow has to be 2. Red has to be 1. Done. That means this has to be 9. I don't particularly want to do this way. This has to be 5-7-9 with a definite 9. 3-6 can't be in here. This has to be 3-6. That means this has to be 5-7. That means this is 5-7-9 with a definite 9 between them. This has to be 5 or 7. 9 is up here, therefore this is not 9. I mean, this 9 is not in a palindrome. No, never mind. Come on, sleuth. I'm really keen to actually just color some of these. I was actually quite keen on coloring all of them and then doing a big reveal at the end, but just that mess up with the coloring that I've done wasn't hugely clever. Let me just use another set of colors for a second. Let me just go with black, gray, therefore black, gray, therefore black, and this is between the 1 and 4. Between, yeah, 5, 7, 1, 4. So yeah, that is correct. That is therefore black, gray. So the blacks are sorted, the grays are sorted in here. Of course, black means it's orange is green, because there you go, we've got them in the same box. And therefore grey is orange. Excellent. And then just double check. I need an orange one in here, which I can still place anywhere. I need a green one in here, which I can still place anywhere. This is orange. I've got far too many 579s in here. Just 1 second. Where is my green 3-6? Well, it can't be next to here, so this is definitely 579. I've got 3 579s. Presumably that is the 3-6, and then my mistake about this being, oh no, it was a 1 otherwise, so that is green. Then I have 579s in here. Let me just double check between the 1 and 4 is indeed 579. Am I even looking at the right ones? I've lost track. This 579 is this 579, yeah. So orange, yeah, we're good. And it's 1 in here. So essentially we've got an orange X-Wing, and I need a green, hopefully not X-Wing, maybe I can actually place it, that would be nice. Well, green is in one of these two, green is none of these, and in here, green you can see is eliminated, that has to be green, and therefore this is green, and these are 3-6s, 3-6s, and I think that is all the black crop dot digits. I believe. Now the thermometer should be able to help me. If this is 3, I don't have 1 or 2 to be less. So that has to be the 6. Orange has to be the 3. I don't want to select these until I actually do something with them. This is on the thermometer between 2 and 8. Sorry, the palindrome. This was the center digit, wasn't it? So this cell is the same as this cell, which isn't 3 or 6. Therefore, this can't be it. This is it. This is it. This is not it. And then that's all the black crop dots done. Don't need a flash for that one. Done. Right, 579s. Not the smoothest solve. Sorry, a bit frustrated by the fact I put in all this effort to sort of color everything and just immediately ignored it. Come on. This, I think, can only be a 5, because it's got to be less than 6. And the only things I have left are 5, 7, and 9. So that's got to be 5. None of these are 5s. Remember, they're on the palindromes. More regrets. Not 5. Have I used all the thermometers at this point? Yes, I have. So we're back to the palindrome. I'm actually going to have to do something about this. So these cells are the same. Am I going to color them? I don't really want to. This is between the 2 3s, which would be this cell. This is on the palindrome. Which one is it? Oh, this 7, 9. So this is not 5. This is 7 or 9. 5, 7 pair in here between the 3 and 1. I think it's these two, and I can't have a 5, so that's the 7, that's the 9, that's the 5, that's the 9, that's the 5, that is a 7, that is a 9. Does that help me? Nope. Oh, kind of. 3, 3, yeah, and then 9, what did I do? I said there were no 9s, no 5s. So no 9, so that is 7, that is 5, that's better, that's 9. And then from the 3, I go on to 7, then 5, then 5, then no 5s, then a 5, no 5. Much better. 7 in here gives me 9 in there. This is not 5 or 9, that's 7, that's 9, that's 5, that's 7. Hopefully I'm not going to have to use the palindrome too much now. Or maybe. Not 5, not 5, not 5. Don't know. 7, 9 pair, that is a 5, which means all of these are 5s. So I know this color doesn't necessarily show off against anything. These two we know are the same. This is another 7, 9. Yeah, I need a palindrome to help us resolve these. Well, they're not 5s. We can definitely remove that. And the 9. There you go. 7, 7, 9, 9. 4 to 1. Which one is that? 6, 4, 1. Can I find it quickly? 6, 4, something, 1. 6, 4, 9, and 1. Done. Oh, I say done. There's a couple there at the end. Done. Lovely puzzle, Megan 033. I'm really hoping you guys didn't kind of do something silly like I did, and then you had a slightly smoother solve than my go. But regardless, an excellent puzzle. Colorful one, if nothing else. Hope that you guys enjoyed the puzzle and the video. See you back for the next one. Bye-bye for now.